Hey everybody, welcome back to Mama's Lodi Tyros, Mama. So today we are doing a video on, why did I forget that quick? My geez, BTS Suga. It's like I almost forgot. Sorry, but yes, we're doing BTS Suga. Let's jump right in and not waste any time because like I said, I'm going to do every BTS member. So let's go ahead. Let's start with his public persona versus his inner personality. Public persona. We have Divine coming out in reverse. So he, I would say, because it says seek information that will help you. He feels like he's got to be the one that always needs help. He's got to be the one that always asks for help or seeks out the information that is needed in order to not only protect himself, but to protect other people's life. I also feel like with this Vine in reverse, he's quiet, man. He don't want people knowing all of his business. He's another one that's like Jin, where it's like, he don't want people all up in his personal information, his business, knowing everything that he's doing in terms of his life. He's much more, secretive and private and just want to keep everything to himself. We also have Pale in reverse, which has time to get out of a situation. So he stays, I would say, a little bit more stuck or melancholy. He has that melancholy vibe where it's like he'll be unhappy somewhere, but he'll just shrug his shoulders and just be okay with it and act like, it's not that big of a deal. Even though ultimately it's not bringing him that true satisfaction and happiness. So he stays stuck in situations that don't serve him. He's possibly, is he a water sign? With this pair, he might be a water sign. But he's a little bit of a person who will get stuck in the past crying over spilled milk and things that have happened to him. We do have Gavel coming out. Involvement with the law. He is very strict. Very, very strict person. Like, we talked about this before where, when we talked about the different BTS members, how they all try to help each other to make good decisions and make good choices and be there to support each other and talk each other off the ledge and be like, hey, everything is going to be okay. Everything's going to be good. So that is what that emphasizes further for me, that he's very just optimistic and strict with his optimism. And he tries to just be positive and follow the law and do what's told and do things that, wouldn't get him into any kind of trouble. We also have Flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. So he has a lot of karmic friends, a lot of karmic people around him. It feels like he's not really the best judge of character, when it comes to picking a friend or choosing a friend. He's somebody who more so will be around somebody who drags him down or brings him down, but he likes to rescue people or save them from their situations. So he ends up disappointed in his lovers. We have Shield coming out of reverse. Yeah, he doesn't really... I guess, even though he is, with this Gavel, a strict person, when it comes to those who he loves and cares about, he don't have a backbone with them. He'll let them walk all over him and do whatever to him. He doesn't really defend himself or protect himself against, those people who he really loves and cares about, because I think he's afraid, he's a people pleaser. He doesn't really want to just say, hey, you're upsetting me. We have Bear coming out sideways, danger, especially in money matters. So he takes certain financial risks, certain money risks that he probably shouldn't. And I think that all goes back to him wanting to help people and protect people. So he'll do things that he probably shouldn't do or put himself in dangerous situations just to protect other people or help them or get them out of their tricky situations. We have Box coming out sideways, almost in reverse. It says you will receive a gift. So yeah, he pours a lot into people and he don't receive that same energy that he gives out back in return. So that's typical for a lot of these guys that I've been doing readings on lately, where they pour so much energy and effort into people and they're not being met with the same thing. They're getting the shit under the stick. People are not giving them the care, the love, the act. Like, people don't give them their flowers. Give them, he'll be the type to buy somebody a random gift and be like, here, I just thought of you and I wanted to give this to you. But people don't really think about him in that same way and do things for him. Also with this Box, I got this ice box where my heart used to be. So I feel like he's gotten a little bit cold, when it comes to his love, because of people not taking care of him or protecting him. Where it's like, I think now that's why he's so protective and secretive and quiet, and he keeps everything to himself because he don't want people damaging him anymore. He's tired of going through those things. So he kind of got an ice box where his heart used to be, He's more cold-hearted now. We also have Barrel coming out. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals, but it's coming out in reverse. So I feel like that's saying that he's, like I said, he denies himself the ability to even dream up a life where he can have love and he can have all these different things. He just, with this Barrel in reverse, it's kind of like he feel like it's not meant for him. You know, he's not supposed to have that. Like I told you, I just keep wanting to shrug my shoulders, where it's like he has this melancholy view where it's like everyone else is supposed to have a good life, but his just supposed to be average, mediocre. Like his life is just going to be okay. It's not going to be the best and everything that he wishes and dreamed of and hoped for. But they're saying that his mindset and his lack of belief in miracles and in having a good life is what's stopping him from being open to having new things like love and money and abundance. And that's really what's stopping him from really achieving all his goals, is that he don't believe in them. And then lastly, we have May. Oh, so I think, yeah, he's a really sweet person. Kind, caring, nurturing. I don't know if he was born in the month of May, but I think ultimately at his core, he's very compassionate. He cares a lot about others. He just chooses to be stubborn and put on this image of, you know how May, that's Taurus, like stubborn, Taurus people, like he puts on this image of that he's very stubborn and mean because he don't want people taking advantage of him no more, right? And so he'll stay stuck in his comfort zone and, stay stuck in a certain spot. He has very much fixed energy when it comes to his life. That's what I get. And he felt like now that he done came and, I just heard Ayanla fix my life. Now that he done fixed his life and he's that role model for other people and helping them make decisions, he feel like he has to stay strict. He can't allow anybody to come and play with him like they used to. All right, let's see about his true inner personality, which I already know. June, yeah, very angelic. I feel like with this June coming out sideways, almost reversed, but he teeter-totters, right? Where he's denying that angelic side of him and pretending like he's not that way. But it's just a mechanism. It's just to control his good heart. He don't wear his heart on his sleeve no more because he don't want people taking advantage of it, like I said. Kangaroo, unsettling times, need to plan ahead. So he's a planner. He's very pessimistic, could have certain anxiety, things like that. So he's like, man, I got a plan. Like, he be having the jitters sometimes with this kangaroo here. And he likes to plan out things. He don't like to just let things naturally unfold. He's always got to be in control of the circumstances and his situations. We also have Archway coming out in reverse. So, like I told you, he don't believe in new possibilities. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So he's real pessimistic and thinking, he's optimistic when it comes to other people, but when it comes to his own life, pessimistic. He feel like he's always going to be struggling to make ends meet. He's a little bit of a miser, miser energy, like where he's stubborn when it comes to his money and worried about his financial situation and whether or not, it's like this danger. It's like he's always spending. He's a very frivolous spender. He can't stop spending. So, he be stubborn and he be stressed, and he's definitely in a lack mindset when it comes to his money. Not so balanced internally with the scales when it comes to his choices, all right? Like, he knows that he should be smarter and he should make better decisions in terms of his life, but he can't help it. Sometimes he goes back to his old toxic ways, just spending money, doing whatever to make him feel happy for the moment. He uses, like, material things to mask his, true feelings. We also have dog barking coming out in reverse. I told you he likes to give advice to his friends, but he don't like to take that same advice. I talked about this in the BTS who's pressuring them and who's bullying them reading. Suga likes to give everybody else advice, but he don't like to take his own advice. He has a hard time believing in his own personal power and doing what makes him happy. And with this grasshopper, it's like Padawan. He wants to be the teacher, but he don't want to be the student. He don't want to be the student. It says situations in the balance that require careful handling. So it's like he still want to be immature and not really deal with his own inner childhood wounds and things like that. He'd rather focus on his career. And it says successfully overcoming a problem. So yeah, how he successfully overcomes his issues is by focusing on his career, focusing on his money, distracting himself with work. And distracting himself with trying to protect everybody else and help everybody else. So that's what we have. Let's see about pre-military service now. That's the next thing that I asked about. Pre-military service, like his career struggles, his personal struggles, all that good stuff. So, career struggles. Gift, mature man, house, legal, transition, and evil eye. His career struggles was that he was growing, he was evolving, he was gaining a different perspective. His spiritual gifts was, enhancing. He was starting to really believe in his intuition. He was growing. He wasn't that same old naive and mature little kid anymore. And now that he was growing and maturing, he was realizing that he wanted to do things that benefited him. There was a lot that happened in his teenage years that happened pre-military service with this house, things that were haunting him, flashbacks, memories, stuff from his childhood, younger years, and the way that he's been, all that you have to go through in order to have a career. And he felt like now that he was isolated and he was he was going into this isolation, he was transitioning into this point where he was going to be going to the military service. He was actually going to get clarity. That's what this is about with this legal. He was actually going to be able to hear his own inner thoughts. He was actually going to be able to hear his own inner voice. All right, so that's what was... Ooh, my tooth is aching. Oh my God. Oof. So yeah, he was ready for this change. Okay, he was ready for this change. But prior to him going, it was like there was a part of him with this house that was enjoying the fruits of his labor, of course, that was feeling secure, that was feeling like he finally had the money. He didn't have to stress anymore. Like, he didn't, he wasn't going... If he was going through legal issues, whatever the case may be, he had the money to be able to deal with it. He had the money to take care of it. Like, he had the money to handle everything, to put all his past problems, to rest and put them to end. Like, he didn't have to deal with any more jealousy, evil eye, all that stuff in terms of him having money and having a career. So he was able to take care of himself and take care of his family. But I do think that he was opening up to his spiritual gifts. And so that was kind of causing a problem, because he was starting to realize all of the evil eye, jealousy, confirmation, all of the bad things that was going on. And he couldn't turn a blind eye to it no more. And I think that he was excited to get that alone time so he could really figure out, okay, what do I want to do? Do I want to continue on this, like, be fair and work this out? Or do I just want to put this to a rest and put this to end? So those was his career struggles prior to going to the military. All right, after the military. All right, is that what I asked next? Oh, no, personal struggles, I'm sorry. That was his career struggles. What about his personal struggles? It's pretty much the same thing, you guys. Queen rising, child services in reverse, talking ish, too busy winning, karmic friends, and fake account. Oh, in his personal life, he was dealing with like a fabricated relationship. That's what it feels like. It's like he was forced into a relationship, or at least people was always worried about his relationships, worried about who he was dating, with this queen rising and child services in reverse and talking shit. It's like everybody wanted to know about his love life. Well, did he have a girlfriend? Well, who was he dating around with? Like, I don't know if he was seeing with somebody around the time of when he just came out of the military service. But it was all the talk of the town is what was he going to do next? What was his life going to be like? Like, once he come out of the military service, like this. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I keep getting my words tongue-tied. This is going to be the last video that I do today. But, prior to the military service, his personal struggles were that he was in some sort of fabricated relationship with a woman that he did not want to be with. People was concerned about his love life, always talking ish, wondering when he was going to be in love, have a relationship, and he was too busy focused on his work. And this relationship was fake, with his fake accounts coming out here. It wasn't real. It was just like I said, like, he was being told to do this by the powers that be, because they were like, people want to know what you got going on. Like, you need to be trying to open yourself up to love. Like, you need to stop being so childish with the child services coming out of reverse. Like, it was like they wanted him to have this. Okay. And so it says, can't fully trust them. Enemy, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So this relationship that he was in, his commitment, yeah, he wanted to abandon it, because at the end of the day, he knew that it was fake. It was fabricated with this message here. I don't know if he got the truth that this woman was sent towards him, and that, with this mentally and emotionally unstable, that she was part of the powers that be. And it's like he knew that something was not right here with this intuitive Kev, and he chose to focus on his work with occupation coming out here, and not to be in no fabricated fake relationship with somebody that he does not want to be with, just for the sake of the label being happy, like, or him pretending or wearing a false mask. Whatever this was, it was just a distraction, and it wasn't truly authentic in what he wanted to be involved in at all. And he was dealing with karmic friends, trying to, overworking himself. But he was dealing with people talking ish about him, dealing with people, the media, fans, everything that people have to say, like certain image, media manipulation, things being fabricated. He was going through a lot in his personal life prior to going to the military service. All right. Next, I asked the main inner struggle that he deals with currently, being himself, being Suga. What's his main inner struggle? 0330, lucky shirt coming out in reverse. So, like I said, he don't believe in luck. He don't believe in miracles. He don't believe in things just turning out in his favor and him being lucky and things just working out. He feel like he's destined for sadness. Like, he really believes that the depression, the sadness, all that he goes through is all that he's gonna have. Like, you guys think that just because somebody is a big musician that they happy, or that their life is good, or that they believe in? No, he's going through a lot of stress. He's going through a lot of inner turmoil. He's not at peace. I can't make it up. It says love, peace, hope, and optimism. He's not optimistic at this time. It says pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which makes it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. But remember, that came out in reverse. So he don't feel like he have a great ability to communicate. He don't want to talk to nobody. He's not listening to nobody. He's not interacting with different individuals and letting them give him advice. He's not. He don't want to hear nothing that nobody has to say. He's drowning in his own thoughts and his own sorrows here. Yeah, he's drowning in his own thoughts. So we also have the Hierophant, the Moon, the Magician, Ten of Swords, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, listen, he's been taken advantage of actually. You know, that's another current personal struggle that he's going through with this Moon and the Lovers. The way that, fabricated relationships that he's been forced to be in. All of these different ways that they've been coming up with all these creative spins on his life. Media manipulation, all of that stuff. He's sick of it. He's sick and tired of it. He wants to choose his own inner happiness with the Hierophant and do what he's being divinely guided to and what makes him happy. He's tired of doing things by the book. He's tired of following the rules. Like, remember I said about his outer personality. He's tired of with the Hierophant, he just feels so stabbed in the back. Everything is not okay anymore with this Ten of Swords. He's tired of taking on the burdens and he just wants to release it all and do what makes him happy. And that means not allowing all of this drama and chaos and illusions that's happening. All these people to work against him. All these enemies that he had to keep continuing to, like I said, use him, abuse him for their own agenda. He's tired of it. He wants to put this whole thing to rest, everything. When it comes to his career, his personal life, everything. He just wants to move forward, do what makes him happy, and put all the bullshit to rest, y'all. I'm not going to make this video long because it's all the same old stuff that they're going through. I feel like I'm constantly beating a dead horse doing these videos when it's just the same thing, They're going through it, and they don't want to. All right, they have interpersonal struggles tied to living in their own truth and their identity and living in their purpose and saying who it is that they really are. At this point now, they feel like they're going through karma from being false. Like yeah, he's in this cold, bitter energy, and he feel like his life is always going to be karmic, and he's always going to be going through sad days and rude awakenings and painfulness. Like yeah, he thinks that that's all that's for him. All because of people's obsession, all because of the label's obsession and people's obsession with them doing dark stuff and doing stuff outside of their will and doing things against. Yeah, he's been taken advantage of actually. And it's like, bro, now it's made me cold, it's made me bitter. Will people believe me or think that I'm lying? Will the media manipulation continue? Am I gonna go get a rude awakening and go through karma? Like what? Over these dark things with this obsession? How they forcing us to do their bidding, do things, whatever the case may be. Do shit that they don't want to do is the point. And they trying to run away from that shit. And I know it's like, oh, why you gotta get so angry? Because it's nothing nice and it's nothing good and it's not energy that I want to be in. And I don't want to keep going over it and talking about it. I really don't. I don't want to talk about it because they're trying to run from the shit. They don't want nothing to do with it. They know the ways that people will think that this ain't shit and this ain't that serious. They've been reflecting on it for a long time. And Suga he don't care about no money. He want to move forward. That's it. He don't care if you're going to be broke. People want to move forward and move on with their life and do something different. So I next asked how do he feel about the group career and the album that they're working on right now? Like, does he, how's he feeling towards the BTS career, and is he happy about the new album? How's he feeling towards the BTS career? 222 in reverse, alignment in reverse. He's not on his path. It's not an alignment. This is not what he want to do. It's not making him happy. He don't feel aligned. He don't feel like he's in his true net, his divine purpose. He's not moving in his divine calling. He wants to move forward. He's not doing what makes him happy. That's it. He's not enthusiastic or happy to do this. Page of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Emperor. Yeah, he want to take control of his own life and do what makes him happy. He's tired of making the same mistakes over and over again. He want to stand alone, stand tall. Even if it means working on his own, making his own money, doing it by himself. Like, he's cool with doing that. In terms of this album, he just want to hurry up and get it done. Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Listen, he just want to put in whatever work he got to put in. Hurry up, get it done and be over with. We got 2112 coming out in reverse. It's up to you. He understands that it's not up to him. He has no choice but to do this. So he's ready to just fulfill his obligation, get it done, and hurry up and move forward towards new opportunities and new blessings and new beginnings and what he want to do for his own self. So he's just trying to hurry up and complete out whatever obligations that they have in terms of this album so that he can move on forward towards new beginnings and what he want to make happen for his own self. All right? He's ready to just take control with this Emperor here. All right? Let's continue our next ask. Does he want to leave? Which we obviously know. Does he want to leave? But we kind of already know. Oh no, this is the wrong one. I think they telling me this is this one. Oh, yeah, I did pull these ones. I guess I messed up the order. My bad. Because this is about love. So I messed up the order real quick. This one should have been on top. All right. Does he want to leave after this? And his career struggles. Yeah, temptation will test you. Apple coming out in reverse. So yeah, he feel like he most definitely wants to leave. Like, to be honest, he want to try something new. Like, he's pretty much over that phase. His current career struggles is that he wants to be at peace, and he has temptation. He has people telling him to do something that he don't want to do, and he just wants to take a vacation. He want to go relax somewhere. He don't want to do this no more. Okay, he wants a new beginning with this egg coming out in reverse. It says success assured with good plans and hard work. It's not success assured anymore. He doesn't care about no hard work and no good plans. He doesn't want to do it anymore. He doesn't have any muddled, unclear thinking. He realized, look, it's double with the apples. I don't know why the apple's coming out twice, but it's about him starting over, him feeling like, he's in a new phase, but he's ripe to start over and have a new beginning. And he's tired of being in situations where he's in despair and when he's in heartache with despair. Okay? He don't care about what he's no longer gonna have. That's what that is. And he knows that he's gonna lose certain people and certain accolades and certain things, but ultimately he's not gonna lose the people that truly love him, which is obstacles to overcome. The people that truly care about him and that want to work with him and want to see him be happy, the fans that truly love him, he ain't gonna lose those people. We got October and Inkpot. So I don't know if in October they might try to damage his reputation or do something when it comes to his reputation. But yeah, I feel like he's not happy right now. And with his problems to be resolved, like I said, it looks like in the month of October there's going to be problems or them trying to damage his reputation. But ultimately, with this honor and respect will come to you. With this crown, he's going to continue to wear his crown, choose what makes him happy, do what's best for him. Like, he don't care. He's not going to honor anybody else but honor himself. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. Our next, of course, asks about I didn't ask about love yet. I asked about, will he ever speak about what he has been through in terms of him being a BTS member. Jesus, yeah, I have these all mixed up because I asked it with this day. Will he ever speak up about what has happened to him as a BTS member? 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 9 of Swords. Oh, boy. Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Devil, and the 4 of Cups. So with this 3 of Cups and 10 of Cups, it's like, yeah, in order to get his, because I asked, to what extent and what were the things. It was a lot of partying, doing certain things that he didn't want to do. Excuse me, in order to have his legacy, his wish fulfillment, his money. And yeah, I feel like at some point with this 7 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, he's going to be angelically guided to move forward and have a new beginning. And the only way to truly have that new beginning is to speak up. Right, with this 7 of Cups, he's got to talk about all of the stuff that he's seen, all of the things that's on his mind. Because now I'm hearing, what's on your mind? So it's a lot of different stuff that's on his mind, and he's got to be honest about it. He's got to speak up about it. All right, he like with this 6 of Swords, it's like he's trying to leave it in the past. He's trying to move forward without it and put it all in the past, right, and just move into a new phase. But they saying that he will continue to have stress, anxiety, sadness, sleepless nights. He's never going to be at peace until he talks about the, with the devil, the ways that he, all of the toxic habits, the addictions, all the things that has gone on, the ways that the powers that be have used him. All right, the way that he's been taken advantage of as Suga, as a member of BTS. There was a lot that has happened to them behind closed doors, and yeah, on the surface it looked like partying and having fun and happiness, but it was a lot. All right, a lot of partnerships and a lot of people they had to work with and do things with. I'm not going to go into it in order to have this, and it's not cool. Okay, it's real demonic stuff, and so. Basically, they're saying that in order for him to really find his peace and be centered and be happy, he has to speak up about this, all right? Even if, in terms of his reputation, people might try to say he's lying, and people might try to be cold or apathetic and judge him and not believe him, or they try to spin a certain narrative. Like I said, it's energy here of them spinning a certain narrative and telling lies about him, all right, with media manipulation happening with Suga. All right, so be mindful of that, you guys. That there's going to be some media manipulation and some lies that's told, things that's not being true that they're going to be speaking about him coming up. And they're saying that he has to not worry about that. He has to overcome that because he's still going to be all right. And people are still going to love him, and the people that deserve to be around him will be around him. He has to speak up about this and not be apathetic towards this opportunity that they're giving him to really come out on top. Because that's what's really going to open up new beginnings for him. Is him being honest and being truthful and saying what it is that has happened. It says over it. Oh, Summer Walker over it. Boy. Yeah, it's one of those things where, he's going to have to get on the phone. He's going to have to run his mouth and talk. Possibly in a solo album where he speak about everything that he's over and the way that he's been, taking advantage of and how he's done with it. He's over it. Okay, so now we can finally go into love. How has love treated him in the past? Oh no, let's start with what he's looking for in love. What he's looking for in love and what kind of love, what kind of love partner. Okay, so I know this sounds crazy, but I guess he wants somebody that already is established, like a woman that already comes from a society. I had to pause, but I was just, looking at the cards. It's like he wants someone who already comes from an established family, who's already a rich girl, who already got their own money, who, is an earth angel, who's a good person, who's very much self-sufficient, who don't need any help with his poverty, like who's not broke and anything like that. Which I understand. You can't shade him for it because it's like he don't want nobody looking to him for a handout. And he don't want nobody looking for him for money because it feels like, I don't know if he will, in terms of his career, what's going to happen, but he don't want money to be the focus. He wants this person to be comfortable with where they at, even if they live a more modest lifestyle. And it's not like it's super extravagant and spending money all the time. Like he wants somebody who's okay with being rich in spirit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm rich because I have a family. I'm rich because I'm divine and I'm this earth angel and I'm on my path and I'm a good person and I live a good life. Like, he wants somebody that's like that. That's not really going to be concerned about the financial situation and the money matters. That's always going to protect their union and protect him. Possibly somebody who, with this divination, is into spirituality, into their spiritual nature. Just somebody more, witchy. And possibly maybe even got some tarot cards or some affirmation cards, but someone who could be like a hippie, who will pour into him. But I think he definitely wants this person to be established and have their own money so that they're not looking for nothing from him. And with this surprise and bliss, I think he's saying that it will come as a shock to him. It will come as a surprise to him if he find the person that he's looking for. I told you, he's not open to it. He don't believe in it. He don't believe in it. Like to find somebody as loving, nurturing, and caring as him, especially after what he's been through in the past, he feel like it's impossible. It's always going to be somebody with a hidden agenda. It's always going to be somebody that's, surprise, I'm looking for this, surprise, I'm looking for that from you. Like, he feel like it's impossible for him to really find somebody that's on the same level as him and that wants what he wants. Like, he don't believe in it. He don't believe that God is going to hand him, that he's been dealt those cards and he's going to get that chance to have that love and a protected divine union. But that's what he's looking for. Now we can see how has love treated him in the past. How has love treated him in the past? His past struggles with love. Blocking it out. Cop blocking, bad karma in reverse, romantic love affair, thief, played out in reverse, travel in reverse, hustling and spiritual hater. Yeah, fake friends, right? Like people that's coming around and making it seem like they care about him, they love him, they want to deal with him, they want to have a love, relationship with him, but then they sleeping around with other people. Like I heard fake friends. I don't know if they were sleeping with some of his friends, but it seems like he was dealing with a lot of bad karma, like it says here, when it came to love, people treated him bad. Like, I don't know if, it was really people coming out here and stealing his girl, stealing a person, like, that he was with, sleeping with them behind his back. Like, he was dealing with groupie energy, groupie type of females that wasn't really dedicated to him, that was sleeping all over the place, that had other secret lovers. And so after a certain point, he got played out. He got tired of being used, got tired of being abused. And he was like, I just don't want to do this no more with this traveling. He's like, I don't think I deserve love. I don't want to move forward with it. Like, it's played out. It's not going to be for me. It's not going to happen. He just stopped believing in it completely. And now he's a spiritual hater in terms of love. And he's focusing on making money and hustling. He hating when they're on people who got love because he don't really feel like, he can have that. He don't believe in it. So he don't believe in his power to create a long-lasting relationship with a lover who truly cares for him and loves him and is not going to be cheating and going outside of the relationship. So he's put a halt to that with this travel coming out in reverse. He's put an end to that and even believing in having a lover. So that's what he's dealt with in love in the past is people playing him, using him, abusing him, taking him for money. So he just decided, I'm done with that. I don't care about that no more. And he just started focusing on work and overworking and not even dealing with love at all. All right. So what's his is he single or taken? Is he single or taken? Oh, I forgot. I asked his current love blockage. I'm sorry. His current love blockage first. His current love blockage. So we got concern, current masculine love offer, and travel. what I said. I ain't even gonna waste no time. Y'all can read. Y'all know what that says. He don't believe that his time is coming. He's still living in the past. He feels like he's karmic. He's only going to have bad karma and bad things when it comes to love offers. And he's never going to get somebody who's on the same page with him. He don't believe in it. Whew. Okay. And then I asked, of course, is he single or taken? And if he is taken, then is there any kind of sabotage happening involving in his relationship? He's single right now. He dealt with too many fake fabricated relationships, right? Even with this, he was in relationships that was forced together that wasn't even real. That the powers that be set up and put together. That he thought was real the whole time, it was fake. It was fabricated. It was never actually real. So with this inside scoop, fake flexing and drama starter, he sees that now. He sees that people be coming around and they've been being paid, paid to be in a relationship. They've been given money to come get the inside scoop on him, be all in his business, start a drama for him, cause problems. Like the powers that be just be wanting to keep tabs on him. So they be sending women in his life to be handlers, always watching him, seeing, what's going on in his life so they could go back and start up drama with his management and his people and all that stuff. Yeah, they be receiving money with this giving money. They be handlers, and so he know that, and so he's staying away from that. So with this giving money, legal issues and creeping, it's like, no. I don't want the possibility of being watched, of people being in my business, of people creeping, watching, knowing who I'm with, trying to get an inside look with this inside scoop here. No, he don't want people all up in his business and knowing, creeping what he got going on, creeping on what he got going on in love. So he's not telling anybody anything. He's not dating. He's just keeping it to himself. He's focusing on staying balanced and staying at peace and not letting anybody involved in his label or anybody know about his business because they're watching him. So now he don't trust love. And then I asked about future predictions to lastly close it out. We got a couple different ones. We first got 999 release. So it says your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? So something new is going to be emerging in his life, and he's got to release the past and embrace this new opportunity, right? Like divine timing has been at play for him this whole time. So he's going to be moving forward. Like regardless of whatever blockage he's got going on right now, they're saying that he's still got to, regardless of whether he wants it or not, it's still happening. Things are opening up for him. New offers, abundance, he's going to be moving forward regardless of whether he wants to or not. He's got to let go of whatever's in the past because a new beginning is opening and he can't take nothing from his past with him. All right, it is what it is. Yeah, we have imprisonment. Oh God, as I said, he's gonna be clinging to things. He's gonna still want to hold on to things. Like I said, you ever seen that video with Ryan's Eye? I think it's her name. She's a spiritualist, Midnight Cowboy, and she was basically talking about how like when spirit tell you go into a new phase and they tell you can't take nothing with you, but you just want to take that book bag, and she just like she trying to carry the book bag, taking it with her, and spirit is like, give me that fucking book bag. Excuse my language, and they snatch the book bag out of her hand and force her to keep going. That's what's happening to him. Like he's gonna be in a situation where he feels trapped, where he feels stuck, like he can't take things with him, and they're saying that this is all lining up for a new beginning. Even if he feels like it's painful, he can't take all the certain things with him that he want. He just gotta pack up and leave and go. Like it's for a reason. Whatever is happening for his highest good. Hopefully he don't end up in jail for real. Hopefully he don't get locked up. Oh my God, you guys, if Suga get locked up for real within the next 6 months, that would really piss me off. But we would know that it has to do with that manipulation and what they're trying to do to tarnish his image and all of that stuff that they're doing against him to try to stop him from moving forward and keep him stuck and keep him trapped. But yeah, he's gonna be going through a lot. All right, a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of pain because he's gonna be feeling stuck, figuratively, emotionally, mentally, physically, all senses of the word. All right. We also have the 6 of Cups. So this is gonna be one of those situations where they're gonna try to bribe him or try to make an offer to him, because I do see quadruple ones, which it says wish come true. So they're gonna try to make him an offer, we'll give you we'll something that he's been asking for or wanting, right? They're gonna try to be like, okay, we'll give you this, we'll give you that happiness, that new beginning, and hopefully that will make him to calm down and chill out. But I don't see it working. It's like with this moderation, patience, whatever. He's like, no, it says self-realization and manifestation. He's like, I'll wait. I'll rely on myself. Even if that means going out on my own, starting over, having a solo career and doing things by myself, and just really, really having to delay my gratification and wait till I get the fruits of my labor, he's going to do that. But they're going to try to make him an offer behind closed doors and say, hey, they're going to try to scratch his back to see if that make him calm down and want to scratch their back. But it's not going to work. Whatever it is that they try to offer him to get him to shut up and act like everything is okay, he's not going to be taking it. Nextly, Next, we have looking you up, bad reputation, and marrying for money in reverse. Bro, they're going to be digging up dirt on him to damage his reputation, like I said. This is what's going to be happening in the next 6 months. Researching him, studying him, stalking him, watching him, trying to get info, like it says, to cause a bad reputation for him because he don't want to. He don't want to be have tabs kept on him. He's not telling him anything about his love life, his marriage, none of that. And he don't want to be in this partnership, in this marriage no more. He's moving on. All right, and then lastly, he's going for his own individual success. He don't want to be in this partnership, in this marriage. When marriage, I'm talking about as in being a group member of BTS. That's what I mean when I talk about marriage. And then literally, he also don't want to marry nobody that they want him to marry for money. He's not about to be in no fake, fabricated, false relationship where it's like, they put two celebrity stars together so that it looks all perfect and good. He's not doing it. They possibly want him to do that, to open himself up to one of those fake marriages and fake relationships where it's like two, where it's like supposed to be a power couple, but it's two people who don't even truly love each other. He's not willing to do that to get his success and happiness. He's not. And so they're going to be, whatever offer it is that they make him, he's not going to be taking it. And so they're going to be keep having to manipulate the media and manipulate his reputation. And it's going to be headlines, y'all. Headlines, it feels like, within the next 6 months involving Suga because they want to damage his reputation. All right, so that's what I have in terms of the reading for Suga from BTS. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I love you guys, and I will see y'all on the next one.